Ah, well, here we are. Here we are. Anti-Maximus is here. Anti-Maximus is here to piss and shit all over the fucking legacy of Lux Maximus. And all over his fucking dysgenic, bitter, misogynist, toxic, subhuman followers. I am a sovereign patrician. Today I'm in Poland, a beautiful country with 100% agency women. Tomorrow I'll be in Canada, and I'll fly there, thanks to the innovation of Western Europeans. And I'm recording this, thanks to the innovation of Western Europeans. And I live in comfort with modern medicine and technology, and a beautiful egalitarian society. Thanks to Western Europeans. I can live like a sovereign patrician. Thanks to Western Europeans. Thanks to egalitarianism, thanks to innovation. Thanks to Christian secularism. I say Christian secularism because although we have a secular ethos, it is deeply rooted in the egalitarian ethos of Christianity. For it's Christianity that brought about egalitarianism, and it's thanks to Christianity that we have natural rights and human rights and the abolition of slavery. And we can live as sovereign patricians if we only choose to. And I've been living like a sovereign patrician for the last 12 years of my fucking life. Except I was ignorant of that fact. And ungrateful and entitled and privileged, bitter, toxic, misogynist. I took it all for granted. I was myopic. For those of you who don't know what that means, look it up, you sub-60 IQ dysgenic scum, you. For 12 years, I lived in comfort, prosperity, security, having beautiful life-affirming moments with many, many fertile, hygienic women, both paid and unpaid, in life-affirming surroundings, hygienic surroundings with warmth, cleanliness, running water, warm running water, soap, fresh, nice smells of women. For the last 12 years, I lived a life only a patrician could live in ancient Greece or Rome. And to top it all off, I lived it with zero social obligations. I disconnected myself from the collective, thereby establishing my sovereignty. Meanwhile, still being able to reap all the benefits a collective provides, an abundance of security, prosperity, resources, and women. So soon I will be in Canada, where I will get some more tests done. Because everything points to chronic lymphocytic leukemia, which is not that bad. It's chronic, not acute. And if it does turn out that I have CLL, I will opt out of treatment and count on my immune system to pull me through as long as possible. and the general life expectancy is 3 to 10 years. So I'll be okay. I'm roiding, I'm taking steroids, and I will continue to take steroids. In fact, my libido the last 2 weeks has been amazing. And I've been putting it to good use with fertile, hygienic women in the intimacy of their home or my home. Beautiful moments. Beautiful. Only a patrician could have experienced in any other period or point in history. And now I am the patrician as well, the sovereign patrician. And my patron god is Apollo, the sun god, the archer. I take aim and I fire my arrow. My autonomous arrow pierces the wind and goes in that direction and this direction. And soon I'll be in Canada. And then from Canada, I will move to Southeast Asia because I am a sovereign patrician. And that's where I will shoot my Apollonian arrow. In that direction. But you, scumbags, dysgenic, bitter, misogynist, toxic, scumbag incels, and subhumans and other undesirables. If you followed Lux Maximus and you supported his message, especially that of 0% agency females, Southeast Asia is off limits for you. South America is off limits for you. Any woman with 100% agency, whether she's a whore or a civilian, is off limits for you. Thailand is a land of 100% agency females, heavily influenced by Western egalitarianism. With infrastructure and amenities, a level made possible only thanks to Western innovation. A level of security and prosperity there, made possible only thanks to Western innovation. Thailand is off limits for you. You're not allowed to go to Thailand if you followed Lux Maximus and his 0% agency extremist dogma. Colombia is off limits for you. Those women all have 100% agency. They choose to be prostitutes. Thai women choose to be prostitutes. They can just as well work at a 7-Eleven or a restaurant or wherever else. They choose to be prostitutes. They exercise their power of choice. You are limited to, O followers of Lux Maximus, that scumbag motherfucker. You are limited to fundamentalist, patriarchal shitholes like Sudan, Somalia, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, most of India, Algeria, Libya. Those are your destinations for tourism because you're all about 0% agency females, isn't that right? You can't even go to Dubai if you want to fuck women because all the women that are available for sale or for free in Dubai are not the local 0% agency women. They are the imported 100% agency women who chose to go to Dubai for whatever reason, to make money, primarily. That was their decision. You are limited to arranged marriages. That's the only way you can have sex. That's the only patriarchal way to have sex, androcentric patriarchal way to have sex with 0% agency women. Arranged marriages, and that comes with a huge fucking burden. Collectivist, familial, social burdens. Clan burdens. Marriage. Any kind of fucking marriage, but especially an arranged marriage. In a patriarchal shithole. That woman is your responsibility for the rest of your fucking life. But that's the only way you can have sex. If you're a supporter of Lux Maximus, through arranged marriage, or with literal sex slaves, women that have been trafficked, that have had their passports taken, that are chained to some fucking radiators and seedy basements, servicing 20 dysgenic fucking absolute scumbags a day. And you'll be one of those scumbags. And you have to deal directly with their pimps. Pimps. They're fucking owners. Those are the only fucking women you're limited to. Literal sex slaves. Constantly, of course, they're constantly doped up too. Yeah? Their owners shoot them up with all kinds of drugs. Fuck off to Sudan if you want 0% agency women. See how you like it there. Yeah. Fuck right off. But do not ever, ever touch a 100% agency woman again. Furthermore, for the sake of consistency, you are not permitted to jerk off to any kind of pornography with 100% agency women. You are not permitted to think in your mind, to fantasize while jerking off to any 100% agency women. They're off limits for you, you scumbag. The only kind of pornography that's in line with your disgusting, subhuman, misogynist ethos. Inhumane ethos. Oh, your master morality ethos is the most sadistic, the cruelest shit you can find on the dark web. That's all you can jerk off to, you fucking sociopath, you psychopath. Huh? That's it. That's all you're limited to, you fucking scum. But I am an androcentric bird of paradise. I embrace the paradise that Western Europeans have created for my ass. I embrace it. And I proclaim myself a sovereign patrician in this paradise of abundance, security, prosperity. You want to dwell on the ground, amongst the predators, amongst the piss and shit. That's what you want. Yeah. We're an intrasexual selection species. You got a mog. You got a mog. You got to fight. Collectivist scum. Be my guest. You belong on the ground, you piece of shit. Struggling for survival. But I, the Apollonian sovereign patrician, I fly wherever I please. I live in a paradise, and I appreciate it, and I don't take it for granted. And I savor every fucking moment. And I've had a lot of them. I've had a lot of them. And if you haven't, that's because you're a fuck up. You are a fuck up. Incel scum. And as an androcentric bird of paradise, as a sovereign patrician, I will fly to Canada. And then I will fly to Thailand. And then I will live in Thailand in beautiful surroundings. And I'll make money in Thailand remotely. Meanwhile, you'll be on the ground, struggling. Because that's what you want. And in Thailand, I will have many beautiful moments with 100% agency females, be they paid or unpaid, doesn't matter. I will rent out my flat here, and I will live in Southeast Asia because I am a sovereign patrician. And I don't have to worry about STDs because I embrace modern medicine that was brought to us predominantly by Western Europeans. Western Europeans, and of course Jews as well. Inventors of everything, Western Europeans and Jews. Never in the history of mankind, never in the history of mankind have we had so much freedom, so much autonomy, so much sovereignty without any consequences. You wanted to be an individual in the past, in the patriarchal past? Well, then you would lose all the privileges of the collective. Security, resources, women. You'd be an outsider, an outcast. Today, you can opt out of the collective altogether. Aim your arrow in whichever direction you please, at whichever target you please, and fire, without any of the social consequences of yesteryear. I piss on Lux Maximus. I shit on Lux Maximus. I despise Lux Maximus. And anyone who follows him. I will be back to slay Lux Maximus, and to bring about the era in earnest of the sovereign patrician and Apollo.